Good day, everyone, and welcome to another hot channel whereby we discuss politics in South Africa. It seems like there has been a parliamentary reshuffle in the EFF. They've put some new members to the vacancies of those who have left or resigned from parliament, like Dr. Mbuyiseni Ndlozi. We know the story that he's no longer a member of parliament. So who did the EFF replace with? That will just refill that position that Mbuyiseni Ndlozi had there in parliament. Naledi Chirwa, one of the vibrant, strongest, fearless leaders in the EFF, have taken the position, and we are saying congratulations to Naledi Chirwa for her new position. And me personally, I believe that she will deliver. If you don't know who she is, why not? You will know. I'll just play you a video and you will know who is Chirwa, and you'll decide yourself whether she is a person who's competent to be there in parliament, or no, we'll need another person like Mbuyiseni Ndlozi. But let me tell you something, you will not regret it. This one is just a dynamite. You see, when they say dynamite come in small packages and they can just boom, blow everything off, that is Chirwa for you. But before we get to Chirwa, what position did Mbuyiseni Ndlozi hold there in parliament? Because I know that what we know is that is the member of the National Assembly. But you know that when you are part of parliament, there are some positions that you will hold there, different portfolios that you'll hold there, different committees that you'll hold there. So what exactly the role did Mbuyiseni Ndlozi had to play there in parliament? Right, so let us just look at his former positions, which are recent one. So he was the member of a portfolio committee on planning, monitoring and evaluation, National Assembly committees from 15 October 2024 until 10th January 2025. A member at Powers and Privileges of Parliament, National Assembly committees from 2nd September 2024 until 10th January 2025. Alternate member at National Assembly Rules Committee, National Assembly committees from 24th July 2024 until 10th January 2025. So these are some of the positions that Chirwa will find herself being a part of. So if you don't know who is Naledi Chirwa, just take a listen to this.
To be young is to be in a stage of becoming, of working towards your goals and aspirations to transition from being dependent to independent. However, the youth of this country are perpetual children, and some will never know independence until their old age. At the realization of how doomed we are under your leadership, Mr. President, thousands continue to give in to Nyaupe, and young women and girls amount to bottle girls for you and your friends at the peak of their vibrancy and zeal for life and prosperity. We live with our parents, and finding a 40-year-old man asking his mother for bread is more common than otherwise. This phenomenon is known as the Ramaphosa economy. Joblessness, poverty, and constantly questioning if we are truly the young adults of today. In 2018, Mr. President, you launched a jobs summit and promised the youth of this country 275,000 jobs per year. You failed. In 2019, you promised 2 million jobs and an end to hunger, halving of crime, and empowering the school curriculum where a 10-year-old will be able to read for comprehension. You failed. In 2020, you unveiled a 100 billion rand fund to create jobs in the public sector for the youth. You failed. You launched the NSP against GBV and femicide, and 4 years later, on the eve of elections 2024, the murderer of Kirisaleti Elsin Donje was granted bail of 2,000 rands. You failed. In 2021, you spoke about building new cities, and the National Youth Development Agency would fund 1,000 young entrepreneurs in 100 days. You failed. In 2022, plagued by your own failures over the years, you promised the National Youth Service would create a modest 50,000 jobs in its first phase. You failed. In 2023, you came here and praised yourself for the Youth Employment Service that placed 100,000 youth in peace jobs that lasted nothing more than 12 months. Once again, you failed. Yesterday, you came to this house and promised 2 million jobs to the youth of South Africa. It is thus fair and deliberate to then say that this time next year, the result will once again be not achieved and failed.
So this is one of the vibrant leaders that we have in our community. And you know what I like about Naledi Chirwa is that she is young, she's smart, and she knows how to do her researches. You know, when she gets there in parliament, she will just ask relevant questions. The questions that you yourself will just say, oh, this is well researched, right? So when she asks questions, you know, she does not hold any punches back. She will just rain upon you, rain upon you, and rain upon you. So now there's a time when she was addressing President Ramaphosa, telling him that there is no new development since he came to power, and people are getting jobless, there's more unemployment, and is not developing anything. She just posed the question in a format of delivering just a short speech that Ramaphosa was not even pleased to hear. Let us listen here.
In a population of above 60 million, 30 million in South Africa live in poverty, 18.2 million in extreme poverty, 13.8 million are experiencing food poverty, literal hunger and starvation. Mr. President, there were lesser people living in poverty before you became president. There were lesser people unemployed, lesser violence against women and children, lesser murders, lesser femicide. Millions of our children under your presidency experience multidimensional poverty, whether deprived of healthcare, housing, nutrition, information, water, and sanitation. These harrowing statistics have never dropped since you became president. Instead, they continue to rise under your presidency. Poverty has worsened in South Africa since you became president of South Africa. Whose poverty are you referring to be prioritizing since 2018, when it's not reflected statistically and in the lives of women and children who are at the bottom of the food chain and whose conditions have worsened since your inauguration in 2018 to date? Thank you.
Honorable President, again, I've not heard any question that has been asked. However, if you so wish, you may respond to the statement, whether is it of intent or what, I don't know, but you are at liberty to respond to it.
Thank you, Honorable Chairperson. I've listened to the Honorable Member a few times, and one thing that she's really good at is having a statistically driven mind. She's very good in regurgitating statistics, and with the greatest of respect, I should say some of the statistics that you put forward are a bit skew and flawed. But with great respect, I say, I did not hear any question being put forward. I just had...
Speaker, point of order, please. Chairperson. Ngicela ukuthi sihloniphane, Chairperson. Ngibuzile question ngithe ku President, whose poverty are you referring to be prioritizing?
Just a moment. I have not given you a platform. You are already speaking.
So you've heard her for yourself. I believe this young, vibrant lady is a good parliamentarian and she will represent the EFF quite well, because you can tell that this lady has wisdom and she's fearless. Imagine the president, the whole president is talking, and Naledi Chirwa just interdicts and say, no, but wait, stop, but you're not answering me. I did ask the question here, you were not listening, right? So you can tell that this lady is fearless and she's smart and she knows her story. But follow this lady, you'll just check on the background and how she speaks. She addressed the parliamentarian. When that lady speaks, as small as she is, but everyone will pay attention, because This lady has some facts. She delivers facts, and the research, as I've said, it is just perfect, right? That is Naledi Chirwa, and this lady has a brighter future. We are saying congratulations to Naledi Chirwa, and just growing in that portfolio and becoming something more bigger than what she is. Please don't forget, you can subscribe to this channel and you can support us that we grow bigger than where we are. Until we meet next time in the next video, and I'm out.